She got a juice. She got a juice. She drippin', she drippin', she drippin'.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Rikkiya, or should I say welcome back to Rikkiya. We're starting off the first episode for the new year of 2020. Happy New Year to ya. Listen, it's been a very long month, maybe close to 2 months since you guys have last seen me. And I'm excited to let you guys know that we're gonna have a successful and productive new year. I'm very excited for this week's episode. We have an exclusive interview by the man himself, who was the 2019 Road March champion of St. Thomas. He also sang Love and Affection. Well, you know I can't sing it, but we do have a video of him singing this song. But the man himself, Pressure Bust Pipe. So we were able to have this one-on-one interview over on the island of St. Thomas, and you guys are going to check it out in a few.
It's the Heineken Ultimate Super Bowl watch parties and giveaways. Buy a Heineken 6-pack from January 20th to February 2nd, 2020 and get a chance to win amazing prizes, including a 65-inch 4K Smart TV, a Samsung soundbar, or a cooler filled with bears. Watch the entire game at Matches Bar, Sauces VG, Foxy's Just Van Dyke, Pirates Bite, Water and Hole, Bear Fun East End, and Elms Bar in Bargains Bay, and enjoy Heineken specials all night. Winners will be announced during the Super Bowl halftime, so you better be there.
Throws on the run. He's got Davis for a first down to a 15. She got a juice.
So this week's episode is brought to you by Jahphix, the Islander Swim Collection, Clean to the T, Coconut Lounge, and the Cyril B. Romney Tartola Pear Park. We are here in St. Thomas at Le Petit Pump Room. And we have a special artist today, Lord. Anyways, introduce yourself.
Pressure Bust Pipe.
There you go. Well, give them your whole. You want to give your whole government name and everything, or we just keeping it?
Yeah,
we ain't getting our technical.
They already know. I mean, Google out there, the biography out there. You know.
Everything done out there already. So how you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All the best for the new year. Prosperity, wealth, health. You know. Long life, you know, more life, give thanks.
That's what we're looking forward to for this year. Because listen, last year, I don't want to get into no details, but this year, 2020, we're doing it big, we're doing it strong.
Yeah, we're making things right in 2020, you know?
Yes.
That's for sure.
Right.
Progress.
That's
Progress.
That's what I'm talking about. So tell me, how was the new year? I heard you had a performance here at Chicken and Bowling.
Yeah, Chicken and Bowling will turn all the way up. Big up to everybody that come out and support. You know, yeah, big up to all the artists them that perform. It was an amazing night. Listen, what way to bring it in than in the Virgin Islands? I mean, the best way to bring in the New Year's, 2020, reconnect with the people and, you know, keep the love spreading. You know?
Oh God, pressure. Hello. Anyhow, now that we're talking about pressure, tell me, like, how did that name come about? Tell me, like, some history about this Pressure Bust.
Well, Pressure is a name. I gave myself that name in when I was just like right my last months of high school.
Okay. Which high school did you go to?
Charlotte Amalie.
There you go. Big up Charlotte Amalie High School. Chicken Hawks in the building. Okay,
yeah, so yeah, it was a lot of pressure I was going through, you know, trying to get my diploma, being as an artist, trying to do reggae music, you know, and I was living on my own too, you know.
In high school?
In high school, yeah, in 12th grade.
Okay.
You know, so I had a water bill and a light bill and stuff like that, and little rent to pay, so it was like, you know, it was a lot of pressure, you know, in high school and having to you know, get your diploma.
Yeah, and I
You
still
know,
have to be working.
and then, you know, still trying to do music, which was my ultimate passion.
Yes.
So
So
it
when
was-
did the music really start? Did it start in high school or
Yeah,
did it
in
start
high
like
school.
before?
It started in high school.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
So you can remember like your first song that came out in high
Of
school?
course, of course.
Yeah.
I didn't in high school. I wasn't really recording,
Okay.
but you know, I was definitely a part of talent shows.
Yes.
You know, introductory night and the sophomore shows, and
Yes.
you know, I was a part of all of it coming up. You know,
Okay.
along with Rock City, Too Equipped
Yes.
from them time there. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, so I never stopped. I just continue being myself and pushing forward with the music. You know, at the time we had a group called Star Lion Family,
Okay.
and you know, everybody used to show a lot of love to the group. You know, and people would always be like, "Yo, pressure the group bad, but you know what I mean? We like to hear you and we want to hear more from you." And you know,
Nice.
so over time I just decided to start do some more solo work.
Okay.
You know, in 2004-05 I released my first album.
Okay.
The Pressure Is On.
That was the name of the album?
Yeah, The Pressure
Okay.
Is On, and from then, you know, the music got out to the right hands and the right ears, and
Yes.
you know, after that I was Dan Carlian reached out to me from Jamaica,
Nice.
you know, to work with me, and
And I think a lot of person have that kind of perception that, you know, you're a Jamaican artist
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why do people think that?
because the music sounds Jamaican, and Jamaica is where reggae music was founded.
Yeah.
You know, so to the world is like, you know, and then I adapt the culture as well.
Yes.
You know, because I love reggae music so much. In order for me to sound authentic, you know,
Yeah.
I have to
You have to have that.
you have to have that sound, that
Yes.
authentic sound.
Yes.
So I would learn the accent, I would learn how, you know, how to be cool and how to
Yes.
fit in, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And by me doing that, you know, I to the world I sound very authentic.
Trust me, it works
You know,
for you.
they would never be like, oh, he has to be from Jamaica, he's doing reggae music.
Yes.
And he's doing it so
Yes.
well, you know. And then to the people home who never understood that what I was trying to accomplish would be like, oh, he think he's a Jamaican and he act Jamaican. So you know, it was both forces. You know, being so. Like I say, it was pressure.
Telling
You know,
But I like how you hit the nail on the target because a lot of persons don't know how to expand their minds and
Yeah,
go
you
way
know, and-
beyond the horizon.
and if in this music, you know, if you're going to even look for a job,
Yes.
you know, you have to put on clothing that will make a person feel
Yes.
like you know, you have to dress a certain way
Yes, you have
to
to dress
you know what I mean.
Yes.
So if I want to do reggae music,
Yes.
I have to act accordingly. You know what I mean. If you're going to do R&B, you're going to do what R&B singers do.
Hello.
You know, and
Hello.
it's that's the way you have to do it in order to be authentic.
Yes.
And that was my way about doing it, and I
Okay.
think that because of me being that and being myself with it,
Yes.
you know, it really took the world by storm. you know.
Yeah. I remember seeing a video on Facebook when you were performing and they had, I don't know if you was in a school or something like that, and the kids then was singing and they were singing like, you remember, what,
Yeah,
what
man.
was that all about?
In Jamaica, we had went down, me and
I think Rock City was there
Rock
too,
City was
yeah.
there. You know, T-Ran was there. There was a bunch of us. We all had went down there for the Buju Banton first concert
Nice.
after his release from prison, and you know, Taurus Riley actually was doing something in his schools,
Yes.
and he invited me to come, and I brought the whole VI family. He didn't
Nice.
even know that T-Ran was with me. So when T-Ran came with me, it was a surprise. It was a surprise to him. I'm sorry, and yeah, and the school, it was a surprise to the school. They didn't even know that we
They
were
looked
coming
like they
to
were
in support of
happy,
Taurus Riley.
Yeah.
You know,
And they know that they knew the lyrics of your songs
yeah,
and
definitely.
everything too.
Well, Love and Affection, along with a lot of my other songs, are very much played in Jamaica. You know,
Yes.
so a lot of the younger generation now, like that school that I went to,
Yeah.
they weren't they really familiar with my face. You know, because when I was in Jamaica doing music, they weren't even in school yet.
Yeah, yeah,
You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But the music, it instill in them
Yes.
to the point that when I walk on the stage, they didn't know who I was. But when I sing the song,
Yeah.
they was like, oh, that's him. So everybody, you know, because the music
Yeah.
transcends all generations, you know, and that is expected. Like, the music is definitely bigger than myself.
Yeah.
Like, people will see me and they'll be like, okay, he's an artist. What song he sing? Oh, he sing that song.
Hello, man.
You know what I mean? So That's what music does. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, it definitely leaves a mark.
Yeah, man.
But I must say, "Love and Affection" is my favorite song from
Oh
you.
yes.
I would,
Big up,
I
big up.
would sing for you, but let me give you some. Oh God, okay, I said. Okay, so growing up, I understand the history of how pressure came about, but there was any other particular programs that actually was like, that really kind of like help you in terms of
Yeah, well,
music
I'm
wise?
like really, my mother and my father do anything to keep me out of trouble. They
Okay.
always put me in activities.
Yes.
One of my favorite programs was the Rising Stars. Being in the Rising Stars was definitely.
But now that you're talking about Rising Stars, I want to ask you a question since you're so good with Rising Stars. Tell me the motto. You remember the motto?
Yeah, nothing is too complicated that it cannot be simplified by hard work.
Hello! Yes! Rising Stars. Oh God, I love it.
And even a motto, I put it in songs.
Yeah?
Yeah, that motto is part of my music, a part of my life, it's a part of who I am.
Yeah.
And Rising Stars itself is a big part of their teachings and what they stand for, and their mother and fatherhood away from your parents. That is what a community really needs. So up to this day, a lot of things that Rising Stars instill in me, I still carry throughout the world. Yeah.
Same here. Rising Stars, shout out to you, man. Nothing is so complicated that it cannot be simplified by hard work. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, that's dope, though. Okay, so tell us what you have coming up for 2020.
2020, as you know, we just released a new album in November 4th, 2019.
Okay.
And we're getting ready to tour the album for 2020 this year. I'm looking forward to being in Africa this year.
Oh, wow.
We have a European tour starting in March. For about a month, I'll be in Europe touring the album.
Nice.
So I think that 2020 is going to be one of my busiest years ever.
It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, it's going to be a big year of traveling and touring and letting the world see me. For 2018 and 2019, they've been hearing me.
Yes.
The music I've been releasing throughout
So
the
now
world.
it's time to see that face.
Yes, so now the world is getting ready to see Pressure Bus Fight.
Are you ready?
Of course.
Are you
I've
ready?
been longing for this. And Europe is a place that I've traveled to every year since 2006, so I'm no stranger to Europe.
Yeah.
I've been to Europe over 8-9 times on tour. I've traveled all over the world to Japan, but Africa is where I'm really looking forward to this year because of the whole movement and the diaspora right now, and Africa is really looking forward to seeing Pressure. I've never actually been to Africa and toured Africa. I've been to Africa, Ethiopia.
Yeah.
A lion is a lion anywhere he go.
It's the nature of man. It's the earth man. Rasta man. I Selassie the first.
What is a Rasta man? The man we set the plan. The man we touch the street and love and bless up everyone. King of him go on the land.
That was on my own
Yes.
journey and just seeking information and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I need to get back to the continent where I get to feel that love and share the love of the music.
Yeah. I wish I could come. You don't have an extra space
You
for
could
me?
work that out. You could work that out.
So we can work it out. I've never been to Africa, but I would love to go to, You know exactly which part of Africa you're going to be going to?
South Africa,
South Africa, Kenya,
Malawi,
Ghana.
Ethiopia, Gambia,
Yes.
Somalia.
Yes.
And what's the name of the
Nigeria, you going up
Zimbabwe,
there?
Nigeria. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, I am proud of you. I'm really proud of you because, when you come from the Virgin Islands, the sky is the limit, Everybody watching you. So you always have to continue to elevate. So like the younger persons now could be watching and being like, watch out, I want to get here too, So for this year, you have any collaborations with anybody you're looking forward to?
Well, this new album, which is entitled Rebel with a Cause.
Okay.
This is the first album I feature so much artists. I featured Sizzla Kalonji on the album. We have
Nice.
Protege on the album. We have Anthony B. We
Okay.
have Redman, hip hop legend on the album.
Okay.
Janine, Kabaka, Pyramid, and also Rock City on the album.
Nice.
You know, so this album definitely I share the love and share the platform with my friends.
That's good.
And you know, it's a good look.
Okay. Okay. And you say it's already released already?
It's already released. Out
It's
in the
already on
streets right
everything,
now.
all song streams.
iTunes, Amazon, all musical platforms right now.
Okay.
Check it out. Rebel with a Cause.
Okay.
You know, and of course, I'm looking forward to do a song with Barry Hammond and you know,
You
Buju
look
Banton.
Buju. I was just gonna ask
You know
you
what I mean?
about that.
Them is artists that really inspire me big time in this music. So it's something that really, you know, you always have to have things to hope for.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And them is one thing. You can't manifest all your goals in one setting.
in
You know,
one
so
go.
you piece it up and you make sure that, you know, everybody is on the same page and you know, it's a
But
good
I
look.
would really like to see you collab with Buju.
Yeah, man.
I will pay my money for that.
All right.
I will pay
All
my
right.
money for that. Right? So I'm
Love
looking
that.
forward for that.
All
I'm
right.
looking forward for that.
Definitely.
Okay, so you guys hear it. Rebel, what's the name of the
Rebel
album?
with a Cause.
Rebel with a Cause on all song stream platforms. You have it on
Everything.
iTunes, Amazon, Tidal, Spotify.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
So how was your relationship between the US Virgin Islands and the BVI? Like how was that for you?
Well, yeah, it's one big family, you know. I is a real VI man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Virgin Islands nice, so nice.
My parents are from Tatola.
Yes.
You know, and my family goes way far back to the west end part of Tatola and St. Thomas. You know, so me growing up is like I grew up with a lot of culture.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the real VI culture when it comes to the foods
Yes.
and you know, it's just certain people could cook for me. I only like that kind of dish. You know what I mean? Like so, you know, I love it. You know, it's no place like home, and it's, you know, without being biased. I mean, I love Bahamas. You know, it's one of my favorite places to travel to.
Nice.
I love Jamaica.
Yes.
You know, and but Virgin Islands is
It's home.
Africa
It's
is probably the most beautiful. You know, and that's not being biased.
Yeah.
That's
just
like,
stating facts.
it's probably the most beautiful ever. Like the amount of yacht havens we have. You know what I mean? You could come to the Virgin Islands and do real island hopping.
That's what I'm talking
You know what I
about.
mean? You could leave from St. Thomas, go St. John, go
Yes.
Jones Van Dyke,
Yes.
go Tatola, go
Yes.
St. Croix,
Yes.
go Puerto Rico, go Vieques, go to Anegada. This is the real island boating life experience ever. So,
That is fact.
you know what I mean?
That is fact.
I ain't just talking about Trinidad to Tobago. I ain't just talking about St. Kitts to Nevis. You know,
It's a whole
I'm talking
different-
about a heap of islands. You know, and people live on them.
Yes.
You know, people live on these islands too, and there's only 15 and 20 minutes apart from one another.
That's right.
That's
right.
beautiful. So, for me, I like to be out on the waters.
Yeah.
You know, and my family is fisherman, and you know, there's boatman, and you know what I
Yes.
mean. Especially on the western at Tatola. So,
Okay, so that's where you're from.
and then in St. Thomas now, my father is a musician.
Okay.
You know, my mother on my mother's side is sports, basketball and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I more take up after my father when it comes to the music.
Yeah.
You know, I are really inspired by my father's skills in drumming and just being a whole well-rounded musician. So
Yeah.
you know, I really take up after that.
Okay. Okay, so I'm proud of yo, this is dope. Like I'm sitting next to VI celebrity right now. Like I told him from the beginning, like I didn't know how to do this whole entire interview. Like I was just feeling a little jittery, but it's a pleasure to actually be sitting next to you. For real, for real. I just
That's it.
in a what?
I'm just pressure.
He just pressure what? He is pressure bust pipe. Hello people. But one more question I have for you. Now that you going international as an artist and you already say that home is where the heart is. Is there any particular programs or any nonprofit organization that you're seeking to work with or work towards?
Well, I've worked with a lot.
Okay.
You know, there isn't one that I've said that I'm going to focus on this one because, you know, different foundations for different causes.
Yes.
You know, and I like to spread out the love. You know, I might do a function and this might be the foundation that I strengthen at this time. And, you know, at this time I move forward to that time. I just like to see the whole community win and the whole community involved as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, guys. So I just want to say thank you to Pressure for taking the time out to actually sit down here and have this interview. Because the moment he told me he could have done it, I had to take the boat to come over here. So it was a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to actually speak to you personally. And this is the first time I'm actually having a personable conversation with you. So it's a pleasure. Happy New Year 2020. Big things are going.
Big up.
Alright guys, so you know I represented the US Virgin Islands in Miss World, and we also had Rikkiya Brathwaite representing the British Virgin Islands. But last but not least, we also had Bria Smith representing the BVI in Miss Universe 2019. So I have decided to have a little girls chat amongst these girls so that we could be able to have a full understanding of what it was like truly as a queen representing the US Virgin Islands and the British Virgin Islands. Check it out on Rip Your Vibes.
It's the Heineken Ultimate Super Bowl watch parties and giveaways. Buy a Heineken 6-pack from January 20th to February 2nd, 2020 and get a chance to win amazing prizes including a 65-inch 4K Smart TV, a Samsung soundbar, or a cooler filled with bears. Watch the entire game at Matches Bar, Sauces VG, Foxy's Just Van Dyke, Pirates Bite, Water and Hole, Bear Fun East End, and Ems Bar in Bargains Bay, and enjoy Heineken specials all night. Winners will be announced during the Super Bowl halftime, so you better be there.
Alright, so it's 2020 and we have some beautiful queens in the building for today. On the left hand side I have Miss Bria, Miss British Virgin Islands for 2019-2020. And on the right hand side of me I got my home girl Rikkiya Brathwaite in the building of Miss World. She's Miss World 2019. And of course you got Miss World US Virgin Islands in the middle. Yes, a.k.a. Lady Mix. But anyways, we ain't gonna waste no time. It's not about me. It's about us and our experiences. So I want to hear it.
I feel like you, of everyone else, should be able to know because you had both experiences.
Yeah,
that's what I want to hear. I want to hear the differences between
So we're going straight to me.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna start with you.
We're gonna start with you.
Okay, so what was my
what is the difference between the Miss Universe versus the Miss World Pageant?
Okay, so yeah, so the difference between Miss Universe and Miss World is that for me, I find that Miss Universe is more based on beauty. That's one of the most important factors, and it might sound a bit, different, but it's all about beauty. The second thing is, I find that Miss Universe, they have to be able to find somebody that could be able to market the franchise. They need someone who could be able to, you gotta pay out those sponsors, man. So you're definitely finding a figure that's gonna definitely have the beauty, definitely be able to come with the complete package. I don't think that they look at anything else but beauty. And I'm talking about beauty from looks, face structure, details of the face, coming down to the body in terms of being fit. You definitely have to have that fit look. I know everybody wants to say that skinny look, but it's not about being skinny, it's just about being fit. And then thirdly, the next thing is you have to have that walk. You better bring it. If you don't have those three things, it's gonna be hard for you, and it's going to be hard for anyone who thinks they don't have all three completed. All right, so the next thing I have to give with Miss World now focuses on basically everything. Yes, they have sports. Yes, they have multimedia. Yes, they have best fashion. Oh, it was best model,
Top model.
best beauty with a purpose. But it's like you do all these things, and then what?
How are they judged?
Okay, so basically they have different segments. So there's top model, there's talent, there's sports, there's what else? Beauty with a purpose, and
Beauty
those are
with a purpose.
fast tracks. So
Yes.
if
Okay.
instead of it just randomly picking a girl off of basically you don't even know what they
Yeah.
look for, you have a chance to fight
Be,
for something or
yeah.
actually compete. So once if you win any of those fast tracks, then you automatically advance to the top 40.
Automatically.
But that does not guarantee you any.
winning.
No, it doesn't guarantee you winning. It doesn't guarantee you any spot. It just gives you a chance to do something that you could have done,
Yeah.
even if you are not even considered to be top 5.
So then how is the winner selected?
That's
No
a
one
good
knows.
question.
No one knows how the winner is
Because-
selected for any pageant.
Yeah.
Like, what are they looking for?
Yeah.
Like, for real though.
Well, I guess for Miss Universe, at least you get to see like the interviewing segment, like live on stage, and the whole model and the walking of it, so that you kind of get to kind of create this idea in your head, like, okay, this is what was happening. Oh, she answered the question really well, so okay, yeah, she definitely has opportunity to win. But then, like with Miss World, we see different fast tracks, but
Yeah.
there's no
Interview.
guarantee of how.
Nothing.
No.
So if one person won all these fast tracks,
Nothing. There's
that
a
still
person
doesn't mean
once
if
that
they,
won
they
3
win.
fast tracks and they weren't even top. What is it? Top 20?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it top 40?
So
and
for
then
me,
top
I don't
12?
know.
They go from top 40 to top 12. Like they
And
just
then
chop
that's
chop
it.
and
Yeah.
then top 5.
How was the experience for you? I mean, you just talked about they looked at the interview.
Yeah, so Miss Universe this year, I don't know if it was different last year,
Yeah,
but it
'cause it
focused
sound
focused
different.
primarily on interviews
Okay.
and how you can sell yourself and being able to
Yeah.
communicate.
Yeah.
So as you said, they focused on being able to find someone that can market not just the brand but themselves and,
And
be able to
everything.
reach little girls with whatever purpose
Yes.
or vision they have for that time. So we did a lot of interviews, personality interviews, on camera interviews, and they would ask random questions, and then you would
Okay.
just have to kind of like just answer some of them as
Okay.
is. So they really focused on a lot of interviews this time.
Okay.
And I
Well-
heard differently in the past.
Yeah, I think it's different because you guys only had a small duration to pick Miss Universe. I think for me, I was in Thailand for maybe like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or close to 3 weeks. For you, how long were you in Atlanta?
Probably 10 days. 10
10
to
days.
10 to probably 12 days. Yeah, we didn't spend
Yeah.
much time there.
How?
We didn't.
How did you do that? Because I
We
couldn't
didn't
know.
spend that much time.
Rikkiya, how long were you in London
We were in
for?
London for months.
But then, like, I wish we were there for a little bit longer, in the case that we had so many things jam packed with each other.
course.
Like, right.
Right
Of
back
course,
after
like,
that,
I was
yeah.
just like,
Her.
we literally could
I was like, poor Bria. I was like, how we are going
Yeah.
to rehearsals every single
Yep.
day to try to get this show on live, and she has to do this in 10 days.
and
Telling
still
you.
try
And
to
still
do
do
all the
things.
different
Yeah.
philanthropic
Yeah.
like, activities
Yeah.
and showings, and it's just like,
I was like, she's
whew.
not sleeping. She's
no,
not
really
sleeping.
wasn't.
You're
Like,
not
concealer was really overworked.
sleeping.
Yeah.
It had to be.
Yeah.
So how was it? How was it?
It wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. I think the biggest takeaway is really just the connections that you make. But you meet a lot of people of different personalities, people who are kind of raised completely different from you. So there's like a lot of
Facts.
adjusting that you have to do.
Facts. Who was your roommate?
My roommate was Barbados, so that was a blessing to kind of be with a
Yes.
Caribbean
They
person.
often do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her roommate was Miss Guyana. My
Yeah.
roommate was Bahamas.
Yeah, and then for Miss Universe, I had Great Britain.
But she was
But
from
she was from
yeah,
Europe.
yes,
Yeah.
she had
So,
that the
British.
Caribbean background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they actually do a really great job in being able to put girls in the space that they'll be comfortable in,
Okay.
connecting Caribbean girls with Caribbean girls.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
a lot easier to communicate with each other.
Okay.
And persons who speak Spanish in the same room, French, etc. So I think they do a really good job in creating that basis.
Okay. Which group of persons were you more comfortable with, or were you able to still have the opportunity to meet every girl in that pageant, or you were just collectively with one group, like
All the time.
all the time?
connection-wise, I really connected with more Caribbean girls, and that's I guess that's natural because you know you can be able to talk about more. The relation is there. You don't have to kind of like force it or kind of create it in a short space of time. So I did connect more with the Caribbean ladies, but I actually spent a lot of more time with the Asians, which is pretty interesting as well, because all the time, like if you would go and sit, it would kind of be like, hey, come sit with us, that type of way. And Slovak and Czech Republic, they were really, really nice as well. So I kind of connected with the Caribbean girls, but spent a lot of time with more Asians as well, and the Hispanics. So that was really, really fun.
Who did we connect with?
I don't know. I try to connect with everybody, but I think it was mostly with the Africans for me.
It was more the Africans.
Yeah,
it was the Caribbean.
Cause I had, well, you know, we was based off of teams, so we had like the green team, red team, yellow team.
I was sad you weren't on the green team. I felt bad for you because we like green team won everything.
No, green team was definitely dominant.
Every fast track they won. And most of the top 5 girls were green team. Tony Ansing, the winner, Miss World, is a green team. So like,
I mean, my group was like a mixture of everything. I think we had a lot of Asians, a lot of Spanish, and a lot of, not really a lot of, but then the two divided was Caribbean and maybe like couple Caribbean. I think Guyana was the only one from Caribbean.
That were in the green team.
In the blue team that I was in. So I connected with the Asians, crazy as it may be, because it had this one girl from China, like she's, anytime I give her like attitude, or anytime like she heard my accents or whatever the case is, she used to be like, girl, teach me that.
I understand what they mean, but I honestly take offense to that. I'm like,
but it was kind of funny because I was doing that, and that's what it is that she saw, and she was just looking at it as it was like one of the coolest things. But I mean, I understand what you're saying, but she wasn't really like making fun of it. She was more like,
no, she admired it.
So it was kind of like different to see that she really was admiring the way we spoke and like the little attitude that we have. And I guess when we were dancing too, she was even taking notes of that. So tell me who you was with mostly.
My roommate.
Yeah.
We connected.
What's your roommate again?
Bahamas. Naya.
Okay.
We just clicked. We still talk.
Yeah.
She calls me about her boyfriend problems. She called me last night. She's like, he's leaving, he's going back to school. I'm so sad. Understand? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I had a pet fish once, and I missed him too. I know what you mean.
Is there anybody else you still keep in contact with?
Not Nneka. Nneka is my favorite. Miss Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like there. She's like, I want to go home.
Where is she?
She's still in London. Yes.
Wow. Really? Because I think I saw an Instagram post with Miss Trinidad. She's supposed to be going home. She just got
back home. I think she's going home soon because she was thinking about getting an apartment in London. She has top 5. You have to stay there because you're continental queens.
Okay.
Like, but I think she's going back home either today or tomorrow. It's soon. Soon. But yeah, I can understand wanting London. I've always wanted to live in London until I went to London, and I was like, maybe not. Maybe. No, it's because like the food really there, honestly.
Girl.
Honestly, I'm just being honest. Like,
no, you're talking about food. I just going back to the struggle. We had to go through with the food.
Why we connected with the Caribbean girls is because Miss Trinidad, who's Miss World Caribbean right now. Tajane. Love her. It's my favorite name. Tajane is so beautiful. Like, her aunt would come and bring us stew chicken and like peas and rice, and it saved my. Sorry, you didn't get it in that. Well,
my head. What does she like? When the man has stew chicken?
She was right next to. No, she was next to me though, and she would call me and she was like, "There's food," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So then I had to go. I'm sorry, and it wasn't much, so I would have called you, but it was finished, and I only went once.
Yeah.
So like, no.
I don't want to see the food with her, but it just ain't had no taste. It had no seasoning, no salt, no pepper, no nothing.
I just think it's the culture of the British people. They don't really overdo. So like, and we're so used to flavor. Here.
I get that, but Lord,
nothing. Honestly,
Rikkiya, don't act like the food wasn't.
It was terrible. Like I'm sorry. I'm being
blessings
negative.
for being in
But
Atlanta.
I'm sure that was great. I'm sure y'all food was amazing.
It was good.
It had to.
Yeah,
It's good. Atlanta.
Yeah, we went to a lot of different restaurants, and the food was always really, really good. There was this taco place we went to, and persons complained about the food at the time, but we had so much fun because there was a Caribbean DJ.
Nice.
And
you playing
all the girls,
girl?
yeah, all the girls, Jamaica and Barbados went one time, and I was like, play our music now.
You told him that.
They went straight to him, and they just started playing all the music. Everyone kind of got up. The whole restaurant or taco bar kind of just kind of gravitated. We all had like a whole kind of train going around, like everything. It was really fun. Yeah, it was really fun.
It kind of gave me a little deja vu when they DJ for the audition. You was there?
I was there.
No, but you were there for the audition? Oh, yeah, okay. You know, the audition. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I remember. I was there and like... Girl, I had a really dramatic
I feel like
talent.
I think the struggle was real. Because I remember when you told me you want to use a bathroom. So you gotta use a bathroom.
I had to get out of it. It was about, like, it was just huge. It was dramatic.
No, and especially for auditions, even though it was audition, they still wanted us to dress the part
whole
and everything, get everything together, because they actually want to see. Yeah, but it was an audition.
What it would look like, because the person that wins talent gets to perform the night of the show. So they were just trying to see how you would fit into the production.
Okay.
Speaking of talent, your backside.
No, she had to hold my hand a lot because I was going through it during time. Yeah, because like it means so much to me, and I really, really, really like love singing, and so like that was the only. First of all, when I won sports, I was like, I won sports.
What a start! It's like a bullet. And that is a wrap here at the Miss World Sports Day. We have a glorious victor, British Virgin Islands, who will be fast-tracked to the top 40 of Miss World.
Miss World Sports Challenge 2019!
It's the Heineken Ultimate Super Bowl watch parties and giveaways. Buy a Heineken 6-pack from January 20th to February 2nd, 2020. And get a chance to win amazing prizes, including a 65-inch 4K Smart TV, a Samsung soundbar, or a cooler filled with bears. Watch the entire game at Matches Bar, Sauces Fiji, Foxy's Just Van Dyke, Pirates Bite, Water and Hole, Bear Fun East End, and Elms Bar in Bargains Bay, and enjoy Heineken specials all night. Winners will be announced during the Super Bowl halftime, so you better be there.
Throws on the run. He's got Davis for a first down to a 15.
So thank you for watching and supporting Rep Your Vibes, the #1 source for the hottest entertainment lineup in the Virgin Islands, with your forever #1 female DJ, Lady Minx. So send us your party clips, send us your music videos, send us anything entertainment related so we can rep your vibes. Contact us today at 345-7478 or 340-1951, or you can email us at mail@jahphix.net. Alright, so keep it positive.
This thing